From Livingston, we fly to Arusha, Tanzania. A squadron of aircraft are waiting for us on the wet tarmac. As the weather worsens, we load up and take off for Serenera Airstrip in the middle of the Serengeti National Park. It takes us about 45 minutes from Arusha to the airstrip, and the weather worsens. It's time to run for the vans or break out the ponchos, or both. Lynn has her hands full. The last aircraft had to turn back to Arusha. We try to do a little game drive on the way to Sopa Lodge, but the animals look pretty bedraggled in the rain if you can find them at all. After a couple of hours of sliding around on muddy roads, we find Sopa Lodge welcoming us. By the morning, the weather has significantly improved, and we're off for a game drive. The giraffes are enjoying the rainwater on their acacia breakfast. Some impala from a bachelor herd are sparring in the middle of the road. We move out of the acacia woodlands and onto the savanna. The savanna is cheetah country. And it's also lion country. What the predators are here for is the Great Migration, the longest and largest overland migration in the world. Nearly 2 million wildebeest, gazelle, zebra, and buffalo travel from the southern plains where we are to the northern hills following the rains and the resulting good grazing. This is the place in the migration where they have their babies. It's an amazing sight. As far as you can see, in all directions, are thousands or tens of thousands of animals, mostly wildebeest and zebra, but also buffalo and gazelle. There are more predators. We come upon some spotted hyena by the side of the road. The top of the food chain is also represented. We stop at the southern entrance to Serengeti National Park for a photo op. We see a crowned crane, the national bird of Tanzania. It's time for lunch. We dine al fresco with a fantastic view of the endless plains of Serengeti. The choices are lamb, chicken, or beef. No wild animals here. After a hearty lunch, we have a few minutes to enjoy the view before we resume our game drive. We come across a lion kill on the road, and that scares the lions away. The bold jackal takes the opportunity to steal a bite. One that got away. It's been a good day. We head back to the Sopa Lodge. The Maasai have come to the lodge to entertain us with dancing and singing. Now comes the audience participation part of the program. In the morning, we take another look at the endless plain from our room at the Sopa Lodge. We are headed to Serengeti Airport for our flight back to Arusha, but there's time to look for animals. To cap off our game drive, a leopard's been spotted. There's a traffic jam as we all want to get a look. A little bird seems to be pointing us to the airstrip. We say goodbye to our guide and driver in Daskoi. We load up and take off for Arusha. The weather's a little better this time. The Serengeti is a very special place. I hope it stays that way. Our pilot points out Lake Natron and the active volcano Odonea Lengai. We make it back to Kilimanjaro International Airport, where our plane is waiting for us. As we climb through the clouds, our pilot has a surprise for us. The summit of Kilimanjaro is poking out of the clouds. At 19,340 feet, it's the highest mountain in Africa. To remind us of the Maasai, we added 2 tall, slender figurines and a mask to our souvenirs. We also added a stone elephant to make up for the one of the big 5 that we didn't see.